Hello everyone, how are you guys? It is Miss Noura again. Together we will cover the revision sheet. We will talk about the three main chapters that we have it for the final. The first chapter is about the geometry, the other one is about telling time, and finally measuring length. We will start today with the geometry, and we have a brief look about the 2D shapes and the 3D shapes and how we partition a rectangle, and we go to the identify the equal parts and the third halves and fourth for the introduction of a fraction. So let's just start and take a brief look about about the 2D shapes. Yes, we will start with 2D shapes, two-dimensional shapes. Let's see first the 2D shape. I want to start with this shape. This shape, I call it a triangle. Perfect. In the triangle, I have 1, 2, 3 vertices and 3 sides and 3 angles. So again, 3 sides, 3 vertices, and 3 angles. Let's remember together what the meaning of sides. The sides mean the line when I form any shape. So when I want to form this triangle, I need 3 sides. What about the vertex or a corner? A vertex is when 2 sides meet together. This is a vertex, this is the point when 2 sides meet together. Let's see what the meaning of the angle. Yes, the angle is the area that is formed when the 2 sides meet this one. So that means I'm coloring here. This is the angles. This is the angles. Later in grade 3, you would take the 3 types of angles: right, less than, and greater than. So the main things when I want to talk about the 2D shapes, I want to talk about the sides and vertex and the angle. Vertex, I can make it a corner also. So this is the first shape, 2D shape. It's a triangle. Let's see the other shapes. Sorry. Okay, let's see the other shape. Okay. The other shape I have it here is a square. Perfect. For the square, it's a 2D shape. It has 4 sides and 4 vertices and 4 angles, and they are right angles. Again, for the square, I have 4 sides, 4 vertices, and 4 angles. And the main attribute for the square is that all the sides are equal. All the sides are equal. Let's see and distinguish between the square and, sorry, and about this shape. Wait, not this one. Okay, yes. This shape, I call it, yes. Wait a minute. Yes, this shape I call it a rectangle. Yes, for the rectangle, the difference between the rectangle and the square that not all the sides are the same. Only the opposite sides are equal. Only the opposite sides are equal. And what about the vertices, the angles, and the sides? I have four sides and four vertices and four angles, and they are right. So it's looked like a square in the attributes, but the difference is that the rectangle has not the rectangle doesn't have all equal sides. Okay, let's see the other shape. I'm still into the shape. Yes, this shape I call it a rhombus. A rhombus. In the rhombus, I have four equal sides, but I don't have four equal corners or angles. I don't have four equal angles, but all the sides are the same. Only the opposite angles are equal. The attributes for the rhombus, I have four sides, I have four vertices, and I have four angles. It's the same with the rectangle and the square. Again, this is I call it a rhombus. It looks like a diamond. Let's see the other shape. Yes, here in the shape, it looks like a skirt. Yes, this shape I call it a trapezoid. A trapezoid. In the trapezoid, I have four sides, four vertices, and four angles. Also the same thing with the rectangle, the square, and the rhombus. So four sides, four vertices, and four angles. The main thing here that in the trapezoid, I have only one pair of parallel sides. Later in grade 3, we'll talk about this. So the main thing here that you have to know for the trapezoid, I have four sides, four vertices, and four angles. Let's go to the next one. Yes, this is, I call it a parallelogram. Let me say pa, pa, parallelogram. Pa, pa, parallelogram. 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 The attribute for parallelogram that the opposite sides are equal and parallel. So when I want to draw the parallelogram, that means I have to draw four sides. The opposite sides are equal and parallel, but not all the angles are equal. Only the opposite angles are equal. Yes, only the opposite angle are equal. So how many sides for the parallelogram? Four. How many vertices? Four. And how many angles? Four. Here is we call these group as a quadrilaterals. because they are polygons with 4 sides. Let's go to the next 2D shape. Yes, this shape, we call it Pentagon. Pentagon. Say with me, Pentagon. In Pentagon, I have 5 sides and 5 vertices, and yes, and what? 5 angles. So again, the pentagon has 5 sides, 5 vertices, and 5 angles. When I want to draw a pentagon, I'll start drawing the pentagon as I would draw like a triangle, and I continue like I'm drawing a trapezoid. This is a pentagon. So I have to count that I have 5 sides. This is a pentagon. Say with me, pentagon. Let's go to the other shape. Yes, this is shape. I call it hexagon. Hexagon. Say with me, hexagon. In hexagon, I have 6 sides and 6 vertices and 6 angles. Again, 6 sides, 6 vertices, and 6 angles. If I want to draw a hexagon, it's like when I'm putting 2 trapezoids together. This is the first trapezoid up, and here is the other trapezoid. Let's try to draw it. So here is the first trapezoid, and again the second trapezoid. When I'm using the ruler, I will be perfect in drawing. So it's better to use the ruler when you want to draw. For example, I make a line here, yes, and here to the first trapezoid, and here is the other trapezoid. Now I have the shape of hexagon. So remember, the hexagon has 6 sides, 6 vertices, and 6 angles. Let's go now to the other shape. The other shape is a circle. Let me say circle. Circle. For the circle, I don't have any side, no vertices, and no angles. So 0 sides, 0 vertices, and 0 angles. Remember, the circle has nothing. The circle has nothing. Let's go now to the page in your revision sheet. Yes, this one. So here, match each shape to its name. The benefit of this page that you know how to write the name of each shape. So the first shape, what they call it, this one. Perfect, it's a triangle. Here it is, what do you call this shape? Excellent, it's a rectangle. What about this shape? If I don't know, I remember that by the number of sides. 5 sides. So what do you call this shape? Pentagon. What about this shape? It looks like a skirt. Excellent, trapezoid. Here it is. What do you call this shape? Excellent, it's a parallelogram. Here it is. What do you call this shape? All the sides are equal. Excellent, it's a square. And what about this shape? 6 sides. Yes, excellent. It's a hexagon. What about this shape? Very nice. It's a rhombus. So you have to remember again that triangle has a 3 in everything. Rectangle has 4 and the opposite sides are equal. Pentagon has 5. Trapezoid has 4 and parallelogram has 4. Square has 4. Hexagon has 6 and the rhombus has 4 also. Perfect. So let's go to another page that's talking about, okay, yes, here. It is write the number of vertices, sides, and angles in each shape. Yes, here is the triangle. Perfect. 3 sides, 3 vertices, 3 angles. What about this square? Perfect. 4 sides, 4 vertices, 4 angles. This shape, hexagon, perfect. 6 sides, 6 vertices, 6 angles. What about this shape? It's a rhombus. 4 sides, 4 vertices, 4 angles. What about this shape? Yes, trapezoid. 4 sides, 4 vertices, 4 angles. And what about the pentagon here? Perfect. 4, sorry, not the 4, 5 sides, 5 vertices, and 5 angles. What about the rectangle? Amazing. 4 sides, 4 vertices, and 4 angles. What about the circle? Excellent. 0 in everything. 0 sides, 0 vertices, and 0 angles. Now, let's go to page number 6. Here it is. We have to identify the shape, 2D shape, and you have to write the name and to tell me how many sides and how many corners or vertices. Let's see the first shape. Yes. Excellent. Okay. So the first shape, as you remember, very nice, is a triangle. Let's write triangle together. Triangle. How many sides? 3. How many corners? 3. Square. I need to draw square. So I bring 4 equal sides. This is the first side. This is the other side. And here is, and here is. This is a square. And how many sides I have? 4. How many corners? 4. What we call this shape? Excellent. It's a rectangle. Rectangle. How many sides? 4. How many corners? 4. What we call this shape? Excellent. It's a trapezoid. So it's a trapezoid. Yes, trapezoid. Yes. How many corners? 4. And how many sides? 4. What do you call the shape? Yes, 5 sides. It's a pentagon. How many sides? 5. How many corners? 5. Last one, hexagon. Do you remember how many sides for the hexagon? Perfect, 6. So it's like drawing two trapezoids together. This is the first trapezoid, and here is the other trapezoid. I'm trying my best because I'm drawing with my hand. Yes, I'll draw it again. Wait a minute. Okay, here is. This is the fourth. Yes, it's a little bit long. Okay, this is the hexagon. So how many sides? Perfect, 6. How many corners? Excellent, 6. So here is the end of our session. Today we just revised together the 2D shapes. Yes, as you remember, we have rectangle, triangle, circle, trapezoid, hexagon, pentagon, and finally a rhombus. So the next session we'll talk about the 3D shapes. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.